tell you a little bit about my story. Okay, I know some of you have heard it, so you're gonna have to stick with it for a little while. Okay, I started to mention earlier that my first exposure and how I got involved in this whole real estate investing business was through a seminar at Beckley. I remember paying $500 to attend this seminar. Okay, doesn't seem like a much. I know some of you have spent way more money, right, for some of the seminars today, but I was a college student, so that felt like a fortune. Okay, I remember not understanding much at this seminar either, right? I didn't even understand what equity was, right over my head. Okay, the only thing that I did remember was a guy going up to the microphone and talking about how he bought properties with a credit card. So you can kind of guess what I did, right? I'm still a little freaked out about jumping into the game, but for the next few months, guess what I did? Applied for every possible credit card I could. So after a little while, I had like 20, 30 cards, $75,000 to $100,000 in credit lines, right? That's how I bought my first 3 properties. Got the down payments right off my credit cards. So I love those credit cards. Okay, but I eventually gravitated towards doing real estate one specific way because I looked around and it seemed like that's what all the successful real estate investors that I knew were doing: fix and flip rehabs. Okay, and the first few went without a glitch, right? Nice big profits, a good chunk of cash with it seemed like not that much work, to be honest. The first few, right? So I got stuck in doing it that one way. Okay, so at one point, here I was, I had half a dozen rehabs going, lines of credit on top of that extended to fund those rehabs, right? And I basically got caught. You remember what happened between 91 and 96? Yeah. Almost like an instant replay of what's going on today, right? So you can probably read the writing on the wall and what happened. I basically got caught in a market where I couldn't sell. So that led to a couple foreclosures, 2 foreclosures, then eventually a BK. Okay, so here I was now, pretty much stripped of resources, no cash, no credit, no bank now would finance me traditionally, right? So what do? I still liked real estate, still believed in real estate, right? So my only choice at the time was to embrace creative financing. That's why it's a section, it's one of the secrets today. It's actually my pet topic there, okay? So I went back to school basically, learned everything I possibly could about lease options, about sandwich leases, about buying properties subject to, about hard money, about private money, about joint ventures, right? And the good news is after embracing this whole new world of creative financing, I was able to go on to buy way more properties in the next 4 years than I ever did in my previous 4. Okay, so I bring up that story because I think there's like 2 major lessons in that. Okay, I would say number 1, no matter what your situation, job situation's tenuous, bad credit, right? Maybe your debt to incomes are not quite where they need to be. It doesn't matter. As long as you're committed to creating wealth in real estate and you're willing to embrace this realm of creative financing, there's really nothing that can stop you, okay, from building wealth in real estate. And I think lesson number 2 that I'm looking back on it is never get tied to doing one specific way of doing things, right? I got tied. I got tied to think and trying to force feed, fix and flip into everything that I was seeing. Okay? I think you need to become well-versed in 4 primary areas: wholesaling, rehabs, creative financing, and lease options. Wholesaling, rehabs, creative financing, and lease options. Okay? So think about that. If you are well versed in those 4 areas and you have those tools in your toolbox, you basically made yourself a transaction engineer. You can basically go into any situation and offer up some kind of solution to fit that situation or circumstance, rather than trying to force feed. Make sense? That's why there are 4 of the 7 secrets today.